Hey guys, here's Julien Truchan from the band Benighted. We are listening to the Metal Bloodshed with DJ Vampire on Metal Messiah Radio.
Julien, welcome and thank you very much. It's a great honor for me to have you back on the Bloodshed right here on Metal Messiah Radio.
Thank you, DJ Vampire. I'm very glad to be here and interview again with you.
I must say it was a pleasure to have meet with you at Brutal Assault 2015. Thank you very much to come over and say hello and to take a pic with me.
Thank you. That's a pleasure for me too. Brutal Assault was a blast, by the way. We had a great time here. It was so cool to meet you in person.
Benighted touring schedule becomes more and more very intensive, and you are doing a lot of great festivals appearance too since we last interviewed you almost 2 years ago. With all my respect, Julien, and not want to get into your personal life, is it getting harder to live a normal life nowadays for you, looking back the tight agenda you have with Benighted?
The thing is that we have more and more propositions for touring, so we have to handle our private lives, professional life, and benighted life altogether, which is, as you can imagine, a tough question. And it's most of the time I don't have any time for myself. Most of the time I'm taking care of my family or working or touring for Benighted, but I won't complain about it because I'm very lucky to live the kind of stuff I live with Benighted. So it's I'm very, very proud of all that we accomplished during the years, and now we can really enjoy only very good conditions in touring, and we are very, very happy each time we take the road to go on stage and meet all the people who support us.
I guess the time that you have for your family, I'm sure they're all quality times.
Sure. I enjoy it even more because I know that that's not a lot of time. During the week, for example, I think I can only spend 3 or 4 evenings with my family, really enjoying them without being forced to answer some questions or making some promotion stuff for Benighted. So I really enjoy the time I spend with my family.
2017 marks 3 years since Benighted's last album, Carnivore Sublime. Now Benighted is back with a new album called Necrobreed, due out February 17 via Season of Mist. This will be also the band's first album with guitarist Fabien, Fack, Desgardins of Infected Society and Carnival In Coal, and ex-Necrophagist and ex-Monument of Misanthropy drummer Romain Goulan, who replaced longtime members Oliver Gabriel guitars and Kevin Foley on drum. It looks like history repeat itself when in 2014, before you release your new album, at that time, Brutal Life, The Sick, some member left the band, and now 2 years later, right before the release of Necrobreed, Oliver and Kevin quit the band. Julien, how was the departure of Kevin Foley and Oliver Gabriel affected the band and the working process of the new album Necrobreed?
The thing is that Olivier only left the band a few months ago. We announced it this month because we have so much work to do and we had to organize stuff, so we wanted to wait till we announced that Olivier has to leave the band. He took a great place during the writing process of Necrobreed, so he's the guitarist who recorded Necrobreed with Emmanuel, our other guitarist. About Kevin, we always knew that Kevin wanted to live with music, and it's not possible with a band like Benighted, playing extreme music. It's very hard to live with that, especially in France. So Kevin, when he has the opportunity to play with Abaf, he told us, "Hey guys, I've got this huge proposition to play with Abaf," and we say, "Of course, we understand. Go, we will find another drummer, don't worry. You have to take this opportunity, bro." It was a decision that was made with all the friendship and all the honesty you can find between friends. And for Olivier, it was the same time. Olivier is the former guitarist of Benighted, and there were only the two of us since the beginning. But as I told you, Benighted is taking a lot of time, and Olivier became a bit tired of touring all the time and combining with work, family life. So he took the decision to stop before he gets too disgusted of playing all the time and get tired all the time.
How did you manage to replace them with Fabien and Romain and have them be part of the release of Necrobreed?
Fabien already replaced Olivier, as Olivier is a teacher, so he cannot do all the tours. And sometimes we needed Fabien to be our session guitarist. So he was already a part of the Benighted family. So when Olivier decided to leave, it was obvious for us that Fabien had to become the new guitarist.
Yeah.
For Romain, it's a bit different because when Kevin left, we were a bit worried about how can we find such a good drummer now. And we had some clue for French drummers. We also had contact with Fotis from Septic Flesh, who was very interested in playing in Benighted, but with our different schedules, it happened that it was not possible at the end. And at some point, Romain Goulan contacted us and saying, "Hey guys, I'm available. If you want me as a drummer, I will be very pleased to play with Benighted." And we thought that he was so busy with all these different projects and with Necrophagist, we didn't know exactly where was the band. So he told us, "I'm totally available for a band who wants to tour a lot." And so Benighted became it's now his first priority. So he's the official new drummer, and all his energy is focused on Benighted.
I remember asking you about the difference between a Carnivore Sublime versus a Silent Cave, and you answer that Carnivore Sublime is a little brother of Asylum Cave, totally unshaped because Asylum Cave with you used more classic death metal stuff, and on Carnivore Sublime you felt so free, and when you wrote all the track that it takes other kind of extreme way, and with Carnivore Sublime you wrote something more original than Asylum Cave, and you've been more brutal and fast and effective stuff. What could the fans and media expect now with this new album Necrobreed versus Carnivore Sublime?
I think I would say Necrobreed is, of course, it keeps the Benighted spirit about this brutal death metal line of our music with lots of different influences like black metal, grindcore, hardcore, and this kind of stuff. But I would say Necrobreed was written like a real horror movie. We wanted this album to be the darkest one of the Benighted discography. We wanted it to be intense. We didn't want it especially to be the most brutal album or the more violent album. We just wanted this to be really like a horror movie, with a lot of feelings in it, emotions in it, and make it, dark and creepy, and at some point in some tracks make people feel uncomfortable, listening to it. So that's the big difference. Necrobreed is really full of all the craziness you can find in psychiatric pathologies, and I'm very proud of this album because of that, because there's really a disturbing spirit coming from the song when you listen to it. And that's what we wanted to do, so we are very happy with the result.
Necrobreed, the band's new album and the band's 8th full length, which marks a new chapter for the band. It could be a decisive chapter. Okay, those insane pig squeals are backed up by massive growling, crushing riffing and nuclear drumming meets subtle melodies, and the hidden hooks are fueling the fury. Necrobreed is the result of the modern violence combined with an undercurrent of old-school feeling. Benighted keep their grinding influences, but classic death metal clearly shows through the fabric. Versipelis is the first track to be unleashed from your new album, Necrobreed, which is a brutal crusher, and Versipelis represent one of the 2 songs on the album that comes with the French lyrics. What could you tell us, Julien, about this song, and which other songs comes with French lyric?
Actually, there are 2 songs written in French on the new album. It's Versipelis and the title of the album, Necrobreed. Actually, it's some kind of a gimmick for each album. The track with the title of the album is written in French. But something I kept ages. I think I started it with Insane Cephalic Production. And so far, Insane Cephalic Production, Identic, Icon, Asylum, Cave, Carnivore Sublime, they're all in French. Because I like to use my own language for some songs, and I think it brings something different from English and even sometimes from German, because on the new album there's a song in German as well.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, like I did on Asylum Cave, because I learned German when I was young, and I really like how Germans sound on an extreme music with my vocals. So it's a lot of fun for me to try to sing in German. That's also kind of a homage for all of the German and Austrian people who support us for such a long time. So as I'm a bit able to speak German, I'm very happy to be able to use it in the lyrics for Benighted.
Tell us a little bit about this song, Versipelis, the first single of your album.
Yeah, Versipelis is the song which explains how the man, the schizophrenic guy of the album, cuts his own skin and tries to return it to see what's under it, and after that try to cover his own skin with some animal skin to look like the children he's raising at his home. The whole concept of the album is about this schizophrenic guy trying to build his own family with dead animals that he stitches to his belly, and when it gets warm with the infection, he can feel his own heartbeats, and he thinks that the animals are resurrected, so he cuts off the stitches and he gives them a place in his house. Versipelis is the song who explains that at some point he has all his children, but he realized that he's not like them physically talking, so he wants to become close to them by looking like them, so he stitches some animal spot on himself to look like an actual dad to them.
There's 3 guest appearances on Necrobreed: Asphodel, vocals on Hushy Little Babies, Trevor Snap of Black Dylan Murder on vocals on Forgive Me Father, and Arno of Black Bomb A, vocals on Come With Disgust. Julien, who is Asphodel, and why you decided to come with the guest vocals for this album?
Asphodel is not very well known outside of France. She's a singer who had many bands in the past, and now she's got this new band. In French it's called Chenille, but I guess the English word is Caterpillar. And she's an amazing singer. She can do everything with his voice. She can sing in a lyrical way, rock and roll way. She can roll if she wants. And as we wanted the intro to, settle the atmosphere of the whole album, I really needed this kind of, very typical voices of mom calling the children, like in the 80s horror movie, calling the children to come to dinner, and after that, as soon as they're in the house, something terrible happened,
Wow.
So she has the perfect voice and the perfect accent to do that. So that's why we asked her. I think in the future, maybe I will try to incorporate to sing with us on some track and not just making an intro or something. but she was the perfect person to record this little lullaby that is Hush Little Baby. So, talking about the other guest vocalist, of course, Trevor from the Black Dahlia Murder is a very good friend of us, and we toured with the Black Dahlia Murder for a month last year. And when we were writing the song Forgive Me Father, especially on the chorus, when I was singing it, I said, oh my god, Trevor's vocals would be amazing on this part. So, guys, I have to ask him if he's okay to do that. So, I sent him an email with the track, say, hey bro, I would be very honored that you accept to make some guest vocals for this song. And he wrote me back that But dude, I want to do that. I love what you did, and I want to do that. I would be very proud to be on the Benighted album. So I was very, very excited. And when I received this vocal pass, I was like, wow, in front of my computer, I was, oh my god, this is gonna kill, really.
I think Forgive Me Father is one of the 3 songs I hear so far, besides Reptilian and which other?
Persepolis.
Persepolis, yeah. All 3 songs are very brutal, very killers, especially the combination of voice that you did with Trevor.
Yeah, I'm very happy about the result of the combination of our vocals. Forgive Me Father is one of my favorite songs on the album ever, so I'm very, very happy of Trevor's appearance. And finally, for the last guest vocals we have on the album, so Arnaud is a singer in a French metal band called Black Bombay, and he's got this typical gore-fest vocal style, really roar! Like, I love this kind of vocals. I'm totally unable to do that myself, and we wanted to invite Arnaud for, I don't know, for a long time, maybe 2 or 3 albums, but we didn't have actually the song that we were thinking, oh my god, this is the song he has to sing on, and so we waited until Necrobreed, and when we have the song Come With Disgust, I say, oh guys, that's it, that's the time we have to invite Arnaud to put his monstrous vocals.
Yes.
And the track Come With Disgust is so brutal with the mix of our vocals. I love it.
But since I haven't heard this song yet, are you doing together vocals with him on this song, or just him?
No, all together.
Together, okay.
Together, we in a question-answer style, or sometimes we sing together, and it's even more powerful with a combination of our vocals.
You also have made a video for the song Reptilian, a song with a mixture of heavy, frenetic parts, the groove-laden, headbanging riffs, and the progressive rhythm section. Could you tell us more about this song Reptilian and who did the video and where was this one shot?
Sure. Reptilian is actually it's about pregnancy. So it's written like a baby talking to his mother. The thing about Reptilian is that the video clip is about the pregnancy combined with schizophrenia. So on the video clip you see the character who is opening his belly, sharing his bowels with the ones of the dead animals, and so they can make one, you see.
Mm-hmm.
And after that he goes in the bathtub in their mixed blood and he can be reborn as a new father. That's the concept of the video clip. When we recorded it, we asked, of course, the same crew as we did for the song "Experience Your Flesh" and "Spit" from Carnivore Sublime, because we were very satisfied about the result of these video clips. But this time, we asked for the help of a French guy who is a specialist in gore special effects, and he made an incredible job. I had to refrain him at some point and say, "No, bro, that will be too disgusting. Please stop here." And when we recorded the video clip, one of the guys who were recording, because of the smell of the French meat, he had to go out to puke because he couldn't stand anymore. But very funny to record.
But you was all covered in blood, Julien.
Yeah.
That was part of the show too?
Yeah, of course. No, but for sure, for the video clip, we don't do that on stage. But for the video clip, I was very impressed by the quality of the special effects with the blood, the bowels, and everything about the cutting of the belly. I was the guys made some animals with two heads. I don't see if you see the two-headed rabbit or the two-headed duck, but it's so creepy. It's so insane. I love it.
It matched perfectly with what the whole idea of Necrobreed is about.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, but I think if we have to make a second video clip, it has to be something which is according to this first video clip. It has to match with this video clip, like a movie cut in several pieces. It really has to be this kind of video clip if we have to do a second one.
And where was this one shot?
We recorded it in Aubrac. It's a very lost part in France. It's lost campaign. We were in a very small village, and I can't stop thinking about all the old people living in the village who had no idea what was going on in their house close to theirs. But it was very, very funny to imagine. So, oh my God, if the grandmother who lives the house just close to here, if she comes here, she will have an heart attack.
They must say, where are these demons coming from?
Yeah, exactly. What are you doing in my village? Get out.
I see you have two cover songs as well as bonus track. This Biotech as Godzilla Sepultura cover, Christ-Trapping Black Metal from Marduk. All these cover songs appear on all the albums, and how many formats will the albums be available?
The two covers are only available on the Digibox version. So it's only limited, I think, to 3,000 copies, I guess. And it's only available on the Digipacks inside the Digibox. Outside of that, there was only the Crystal version, the normal version. So if some people want it, they have to go very fast because I'm not sure there is a lot left. So.
And how many format you will be releasing the album in CDs, in vinyl?
LP as well, vinyl as well, and tape too.
Yeah.
Season of Meat wanted to make tape for Necrobreed, but we found there are some people who really likes to own the tape. So, I have some tapes at my place that I cannot listen anymore because I have nothing to listen to them now. But only the object is pretty cool to have.
Remember the 80s.
Exactly, old school stuff.
Okay,
but young people don't know what we are talking about, I guess. No.
And they don't want to know, believe me.
Yeah, I think so.
Julien, it seems like the art cover for each of your albums are so different than each other that you recruited the services of Gary Ronaldson again for the cover artwork for Necrobreed?
Yes, actually, yes, because we were so satisfied with what he did for Brutalize the Sick in such a short time that we wanted to have a drawn cover this time. We wanted to have something drawn, and we knew that Gary would have the perfect hand to draw this kind of insane stuff we wanted. So for this time I said, we have to imagine something, talking about schizophrenia, pregnancy, kids changing all over, and he made a very, very good job. I think he drawn something like 12 different versions that are all in the limited edition Digibox, and each version is an evolution of the pregnancy and the self-mutilation the character forces himself to.
The Evil and Ugly Benighted from France have recorded that new full-length Necrobreed here at Kohler Keller in 2016 with the wizard in sound Christian Coleman's Lenner in Seeheim, Germany, who also worked with Creeper, Powerwolf, No Turning Back, Aborted, and many more. How was everything gone this time with Christian at Kohler Keller Studio, Julien?
Kohler Keller is like our second house. So each time we have to record an album, the same time recording and holidays. Kohler, I had many times the question, don't you want to try another studio? And I just answer the thing is that Kohler is the sixth member of Benighted. So it's like if you ask me, hey, your bassist is good, but don't you want to try another one? You see? It's exactly the same thing. Kohler is very invested in the Benighted's music, and each time we come with a new album, he helps us to find some new small stuff to work on with the sound, to make it very personal for the album. We want every album to have some kind of a unique sound that of course we have our basics Benighted song, but we want each time to find some other new clue to make it more massive or, I don't know, more aggressive. And this time Kohler helped us to have this more organic sound, with guitars more like the typical Swedish old school death metal stuff, like Dismember and Entombed and this kind of bands. The guitar sound on this album is very different from what we did before, and it fits perfectly with the kind of atmospheres we wanted for Necrobreed.
After leaving a Deposer record, Osmond's production in the past, this will be your fourth album with Season of Mist, Asylum Cave in 2011, Carnivore Sublime in 2014, Brutalize the Sick in 2015. How do you see things has gone with the three first albums working with Season of Mist, and what are your hopes for this new one?
Season of Mist so far always supported us a lot in terms of promotion. They have a very good distribution as well, and I have to say that for Necrobreed, I see they are very motivated in promoting it. I see all of the efforts they are doing to spread it as far as they can, and so far I'm very satisfied with the promotion they are doing and the energy they are putting into it. So things go very easily with Season of Mist because there's a lot of trust between us, and everything goes very easily when we have to talk about a new album. We need some help for it too. Everything is very easy because we have a very good relationship with them.
After 2 years, if I may ask, are you guys satisfied how Brutalize the Sick was promoted?
Sure, because it's totally sold out.
Okay.
So we cannot be more satisfied. We just wanted Brutalize the Sick, as it's our very first live album. We wanted it to be the gift for 15th anniversary.
Yeah.
So we wanted it to be, limited edition, and I think it was sold out in 2 months. So we can only be satisfied with it.
When your presentation at Le Ville in Saint-Étienne on February 17, your album release date also be your album release party?
Exactly, yeah. But it was not on purpose to do that, but it happened that the date was falling
on
right
the
day of the issue of Necrobreed, so it was a very good thing, very good coincidence, and so we will party with all our friends because it's we all live around. Saint-Étienne is where Benighted is from, so I think we will have a great time here enjoying the issue of Necrobreed and partying with all our friends and families.
Worship, the Necrobreed tour kicks off on February 10, 2017 in Grenoble, a city in southern East France, and you will be on some of the greatest stages like Blastfest Norway, Royal Metal Festival, Turok Germany, Nice to Eat Your Festival Czech Republic, Stonehenge, wow, the Netherlands, Kaltenbach Open Year in Austria, and many more awesome shows around Europe until the end of the summer. How do you guys handle all this pressure after being on the road for so long in support of Brutalize the Sick in 2015 and 16, and right after entered the studio for the recording of Necrobreed and now getting ready for its release and back on the road, Julien?
But the thing is that I think we have a lot of energy in ourselves.
A lot of monsters.
I think we are so lucky to live the kind of stuff we live. It's not a big effort to find the energy to organize all that stuff and tour so much. As long as it will be possible, we try to do as much as we can. And our purpose is to play in new countries that we never played in. So, for example, Royal Metal Fest will be our very first time in Denmark. So we are very looking forward to this day because in 18 years of career, we never played Denmark. Finally, it comes. So we are very happy about it. And we've got this European tour with our friends Warmed from Spain and Phantomable Nation from UK. We have I think it's 2 weeks of touring around Europe, and it will be a big party every night with them for sure.
Are you hitting South America and North America for 2017 after summer?
70, I don't know. I don't think so. I think maybe more next year. So I know we are already fixing some stuff for Canadian tour, and I hope right after the Canadian tour, we'll be able to tour North America, and I hope to South America.
Do you see this will be a better year for Benighted with new members and celebrating the release of your new album?
I'm sure of that. I'm sure 2017 will be a blast for Benighted and a huge step in his career as well.
Julien, my last question. Is there anything else planned for Benighted this year that we haven't not covered?
I think you're the very first one I tell this, but I'm pretty sure we will work after the summer on new video clip, and we hope it will be as twisted as Reptilian was. We have some leads to make an Asian tour as well, maybe in November, in countries like Japan, Thailand, I think it's Mongolia, and South Korea as well. So I hope it will be confirmed, but so far it seems that it will be good.
That will be your first Asian tour?
Absolutely, yeah. That's why I'm really crossing my fingers very hard for this to arrive.
Okay, I wish you all the good lucks and all the best.
Thanks, my friend.
And I want to thank you very much once again, Julien, to make this interview again possible. And once again, for the second time, I will hand you over the microphone of Metal Bloodshed Show and the Metal Messiah Radio for you to invite all your friends to support the band, to buy your albums, to buy all your merchandises, and to attend all your concerts throughout this beautiful world.
Thank you very much, my friend. I really appreciate it. Thanks. We are looking forward to meet every Benighted fan in the world with this new album. We can't wait to go on stage and play the new songs. Actually, it starts tomorrow, so we are very impatient to play the new tracks because they are very effective on stage, and can wait also to make the crowd scream the title of the tracks with me and the choruses as well, and have a great time with all our fans everywhere around the world. So thank you very much for your support, all of you, and continue to spread the sickness like you do. Thank you very much.
Julien, I really don't know if we're gonna meet on the road this year because, we're heading to Wacken, Summer Breeze, Brutal, we will repeat. We're gonna be at Metal Days as well. So if we don't meet on the road, once again, a big hug, and thank you very much for this great interview, and all the best with Necrobreed.
Thank you very much, my friend. Hope to see you soon.
And like I always say, metal on. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.